The level of the Nile now rises above the original level of the temples, but the monument has been saved just in time. And so the days go by. The cutting and transporting of the blocks becomes routine. There are no hitches. Every block is carefully connected to the platform. Meanwhile, the work inside the temple goes on. Every day, new wonders are brought to light. Can we detect a look of awe and maybe of fear in the eyes of the majestic Pharaoh as he sees our modern technology that prevents him from falling to dust? The saw cuts up the pillars with very careful, precise movements. Exposed to the elements, these surfaces are extremely fragile. From now on, even if the waters were to cover the barrier before the expected time, they wouldn't drown more than the Pharaoh's feet and ankles. The last bas-relief is ready to be transported, and by a strange coincidence, it bears the same motto as that of the rescue operation, the unity of the Upper and Lower Nile, the symbol of fertility. Already on the plateau, the workers are getting ready for the reconstruction of the temple. Before that, however, the ground has been levelled and the angle of reconstruction calculated exactly so as to achieve twice in the year that same prodigious light effect. And the reconstruction of the interior of the temple begins. The steel girders which were used to safeguard the dismantling of the temple are used again. Thanks to the precision with which the blocks were cut, the process of reconstruction is easily carried out. The original site is now abandoned and submerged by the Nile. Meanwhile, on the new site, the monuments are brought back to life as each block is fitted into place. And the last phase of the operation, the reassembling of the 20-metre-high colossi. The Pharaoh's face is fixed back on. There's a moment of suspense. The operation is a success. The statues look just the same as before the operation. technical expertise in transporting and reconstructing the temples is not everything. The rocky scenery surrounding the temples has to be recreated. It will have to be landscaped over an area of 12,000 square meters, but first a barrier of concrete has to be erected to protect the temples. Above the temple, the dome is 60 meters high. It's made of segments of concrete measuring 1.8 meters at the summit and 2.3 meters at the base. This gigantic construction uses up 10,000 square meters of concrete. The top of the dome is 10 meters thick. It is required to bear the weight of 20 tons of stone per square meter. Above the temple, the mass of the stones is approximately 350,000 cubic meters. The dome of the smaller temple, 3,000 cubic meters of concrete, is 25 meters high. The last blocks of the facade of the small temple are put back into place. It still remains to find the exact position of the 7,700 blocks that lay between the two temples. Finally, the finishing stages of the restoration of the bigger temple. The facade is protected from fissures and the elements. It has to be made to last for centuries. Once the grooves made by the saws are filled in, who can tell that the temple had been cut to pieces? Here are the temples of Abu Simbel, ready once more to greet the rising of the sun. They will bear witness at one and the same time to the genius of an ancient civilization and to the miraculous skill of modern technology. They bear witness also to the world's will to preserve the best of its past without renouncing progress, and to rely on international cooperation in order to achieve this goal.